Yeah, thank you for speaking to that. I want to highlight one thing you said about when you're not fully in, you're not fully invested, you're doing this kind of hanging back thing. We can feel it. And for me, it shows up as neglect. And neglect is a form of abuse, as you've mentioned, at its extreme end. And it does cause harm. It does. So to your point, going all in, shit, what if I go all in and then I break her heart or I disappoint her? It's an illusion that is more hurtful and harmful than neglect. It's more obvious, but I think that a lot of us are frequently trying to protect one another from hurt in relationship. And here's the bottom line. You are going to get hurt in relationship. It's going to happen because it's painful. Yeah. It's not all the time. Repair is possible, yada, yada. We've got healers and all of the things, but it's kind of like, yo, if you're going to learn skateboarding, you're going to get your ass kicked. If you don't know what you're doing yet, if you're actually going to learn jumps, snowboarding is kind of the same, right? If you're going to learn how to do this well, you're going to get hurt. Yeah. It's going to happen. It's part of the learning process. It doesn't mean it's going to kill you. You know, it's not, you're going to get hurt and then you're going to get better. So I think making decisions to try to avoid hurting someone in relationship is a little bit of an illusion. And there is a lot of hurt around neglect or even semi-neglect. I've definitely been in relationships where I felt semi-neglected or neglected. And it's like, I don't know how to even handle this. Like, there's no, like, show up, right? I remember with one of the men I was with, just feeling that whole thing in my body of just wanting to like yell in his face, like, show up for me, show up for us. Where are you? And I didn't yell those things at him, but I could feel his, like, you know, ambivalence essentially. And then the last thing I wanted to say was, for many people, ambivalence is part of the package. You're never going to feel 100% in. You're never going to feel this is perfect, I'm absolutely sure. So it's not cut and dried. And there is a part of you, of me, of everyone that we need to accept. Of there's a part of me that's going to be ambivalent. There's a part of me that's going to question. There's a part of me that's going to feel this way now, down the line, you know, in 5 years, whatever it is. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're bad. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong. You don't have to make a choice from that part. But I think it is important to acknowledge that for many people, that kind of coming to terms with, this is part of me. This is part of my personality. I have this ambivalent part. And it doesn't mean you can't take risks or do things with your life. It's just, there's something, I think it can be freeing to understand this is a normal part of relationship.